everybody, it's Primrose and welcome to Plants at Home. So today we are in my living room and I thought I'm gonna share with you guys my version of a green wall or a living wall, whatever you call it. So opposite from where I am sitting down, this is my favorite spot in the house. And we are not going to include the plants that I have here on the coffee table. And also, I am not just going to show you guys the plants that I have pinned or trained up the wall, but we are going to take a look at this whole frame of greeneries here. And I hope that you guys will grab a drink because this is going to be long. And yeah, let's get started. So I wanted to start from up there on that floating shelf in a corner, and I'm just gonna grab my ladder so we could see each one of them. So this is the plant, the floating shelf, guys, and I don't have a lot here. Now I just wanted to tell you that some of these plants are either newly propagations or plants that I have restarted because they were not doing well. So I have here my Christmas cactus, and this is the Tradescantia fluminensis, which is in a self-watering pot. And also I have included the Tradescantia zebrina in a pot as well, or propagation of my neon pothos. And at the back, I'm not gonna take a look because it's looking sad. It's a propagation of my marble queen pothos, and this is my Anthurium regale. I love the leaves of this one. It's dark and it's velvety, so it's got damage from being too close to grow light, but it's pushing out a new leaf which is looking so pretty. And also it's in like a self-watering pot that I made. And my philodendron scandens and an orchid plant. So I used to like neglected my orchids, but now I have to try and look after them better, because I just think that it is a good it can like break the monotonous look of all greens. So it's good to have like a bunch of flower among the green leaves. And on this plant shelf here, this is my Hoya, oh I can't remember the name, Hoya australis Lisa, a neon philodendron neon propagation, and my sad looking Scindapsus argyrius. It was in Laka, but I just noticed that it stopped growing, so I decided to put it back in the soil. And down there is my philodendron Birkin. And let me just show you, I have a little fan at the back that I switch on every day. So this is my what do you call this one? It's a kind of fern. I can't remember the full name, guys. Asparagus fern. And it's looking a little bit sparse at the top because I moved it twice. It used to be in a plant room that is not existing anymore because I transferred all of my plants here in the living room. Well, not all, but at least most of it, the bulk of my plants. And down there is the this is mother-in-law's tongue, and I wanted to put more plants here, but it's too close to the heating system. So I just feel like, you know, I have too much plants, and this is the window area so that space, I feel like it is a waste. And I repotted my fortune or my corn plant recently. It's still trying to recover. And here is my Syngonium frosted heart. And it's got like a weird growing pattern. The leaves are like going on to the sides. I've got little ones here from propagations. I've decided that I wanted a full pot of that beautiful plant. And I wanted to get up the ladder first so I could show you this here that are on my curtain rod. This is the Hoya Bella, which I have restarted from single and double node cuttings because I ordered it last year from the Netherlands and it did not ship well. And this is, I think this is a Ripsalis Bolivianum. So it's so thick at the top, and I really love to see this plant like trailing really long. And my Hoya, I think this Hoya linearis, I got this from a swap, and I only had like a few stems trailing down, so I decided to propagate. I wanted to have a full pot of this, and I only have that two long ones there. And this is my Syngonium erythrophyllum. This used to be on a moss pole, but it did not like it. It started like dropping leaves like crazy. So I restarted the whole plant, and these are all from small cuttings. Now I'm just waiting for it to trail. So I wanted it to like go bushy so it could cover that light. But for the meantime, that will do. And my Marble Queen Pothos propagation as well. And at the back there, it's in a self-watering pot, is my Tradescantia pallida. It's too close to the grow light. At one point I was gonna get rid of it because it was like trying to revert into more like on a green side, but I realized that it needed more intense light to be able to maintain that purple color. And yeah, so it's in a self-watering pot as well, and it's very purple. I love it. So at the back there is my Hoya I can't remember the name, Hoya macrophylla. It's the variegated version, also in a self-watering pot. And this is my Alocasia. Hang on, let me get it close. My Alocasia black velvet. When I've neglected this plant when it was in the plant room, it lost all of the leaves, so I moved it in a self-watering pot, and so far it's giving me a new side shoot there, and also it's developing another leaf as well. So it went really bare, and there is a new leaf now. So it seems to be liking the self-watering setup. And I have another plant at the back, which is in a self-watering pot as well. So most of these plants, I have restarted them, so they're not really that much. That is my Squamiferum. I would like to think that I have neglected them so much in the summer. So as you can see, it looks like it's got this variegation running across the leaves, but I would like to think that it is a nutrient deficiency. I haven't been feeding them the whole winter. This setup here, guys, I just made use of the space at the back of this television. So I got like a little bench there that is holding up all of these plants. So let's start. Here is my philodendron marigold. It's loving life here. And down here beside this syngonium is my what do you call this? This is begonia maculata. So this was very tall as me. I'm 4'11". Yeah, but it was looking so leggy, so I had to restart the plant. And there is my philodendron. Oh, I can't remember the name. This is philodendron, and it's pushing out a new leaf. Melanochrysum, that's it. It's a melanochrysum. And my Monstera celtibicana, it's got a lot of new growth here at the bottom, and the leaves are looking a lot better as well. So currently I have like 65% humidity. I switched my fan on because it was a bit noisy, at least while I'm filming. And this is my Monstera stanleyana. It is such a fast grower. And my Monstera, that is a new leaf, it's still a bit soft. Monstera, this is Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. This is the not tissue culture variety. And there is my Alocasia Hylo Beauty, and my Philodendron gloriosum. It's pushing out a new leaf. So I bought this as a tiny cutting. It's taking its time. And this is my Syngonium butterfly. So this one is really tall that I have to use a bamboo stick for that to keep it upright. It's actually standing right at the bottom there, so it's a bit dark, but it's pushing all of the leaves up. And I moved this to a windowsill, and then it started just to like get that sad looking leaves, so I moved it back here. And here is my dragon scale. This is my Alocasia dragon scale. Look at the leaves, guys. It is so beautiful. And I tried to cover those new growth. I topped up the soil because I can't deal with it. I get so impatient, but now it's poking out again. So I'll just leave it alone. And when I sit down in my couch, this is what I see. Such a very pretty veining underneath the leaf and the leaves. So here is my sleeping Philodendron elegans. I got this as a cutting, and then it put out a really big leaf, but I kind of neglected it, so it turned yellow. So I'm just hoping for it to give me a new leaf. And here is my Monstera adansonii. It was bushy, and I had to chop some of it because it's right behind the television. I did not want it to be so bushy because I still have some plants there. So this is my variegated umbrella plant, doing well behind the TV. And this is my Philodendron branditianum. fast growing one, and then I have a few growth points from a stick. Right, so let me just show you, we already have finished the corner, and from here this is how it looks. So we're gonna go on to this side here, and I wanted to start from down here. So from down here, guys, I have my Pilea peperimoides. This plant used to be so popular and expensive, but not anymore. And my Syngonium pink flat, it's getting tall. And my Syngonium mojito, my Alocasia azonica, and then here is my Tradescantia spathiae. So I chopped this one because it was getting big and tall. And here is my neon pothos, another neon pothos. So I used to have like a full pot of this pothos. Is it Pearls and Jade? I can't remember the name, guys. And then it just died on me, and then I had like a single node left, and I tried to save it, and so far it's doing well because these are all new growth. And then here is my begonia snowcap that I am pruning all the time because it grows really fast, and it's flowering as well non-stop, but it can get really messy. So I chopped a lot of the growth that was here. I wanted to trial it out, but at some point I don't want it to get like leggy and a bit bare, so I constantly have to chop some bits of it to encourage new growth. And then my Syngonium Ngernlima, and oh, forgot about this. Of course, I featured this in my last video. This is my Begonia Autumnember, and I have a little orchid. This orchid from a Kiki from one of my orchid, a Syngonium aurea. It's just a slow grower for me, so slow. And then this is my Philodendron domesticum variegated, and it seems to be spitting out a solid green. So that's a new leaf, so I'm not sure if it's gonna develop some variegation along there. And my Syngonium pink splash, so slow. These are the ones that I've ordered or imported from Indonesia. So these are all baby plants, some of them are new. And my Philodendron Little Phil, I have propagated it. And my sleeping Philodendron Florida Beauty, it's not doing anything since I got it from Indonesia. Not a single growth. And I'm kind of afraid that this one here is turning so white. I don't know what that plant is planning to do. And here is my Alocasia Stingray. I love this plant. Look at the pattern on the stem. So that one is still closed up. Once it opens like this here, it would like spit out a new leaf. And I think that is a Scindapsus silver splash. So this was given to me by another plant lover, and yeah, I hope I can keep it alive. my Pilea glauca. I don't have any more space for this on a windowsill, so I trim it back every now and then to just keep it small, because I don't have any more space for another trailing plant on my window. And at the back there is my begonia cathedral, which I've featured in my last video as well. And hang on, I have some empty pots here. The leaf died off, but this, I've got like a new growth there. So a cutting of a Syngonium pink spot, which I got from another collector. A Syngonium starlight, and then I'm not sure what kind of alocasia this one is, but it was a baby. It was growing okay, and then until I put it on a windowsill. It don't like the cold, so I moved it back here, and I can still feel some firmness at the base, so hopefully it will come back. And then Syngonium pink Scott, such a slow grower. I'm not so keen about this plant, but this was given to me by a plant friend. She sent me that and that. This is a Synapsis, no, yeah, Shangri-La. Weird looking one. I don't know. To me, it looked like it's sick and it's not opening. And then here is my philodendron. Philodendron pink princess. So this came to me as a single node rooted cutting, and it was so expensive, and one point I was like regretted buying it, but seeing it now after 6 months, it is such a fast grower, and I actually like the amount of variegation that is present on each single leaf, and even the stem is kind of, it's got that pink variegation. And then I chopped my philodendron verrucosum. So this is the second time that I propagated this plant. The first time it did not, it wasn't successful, and I said I'm gonna try it again because I really wanted to learn how to properly, like, successfully propagate this plant. And in return, after chopping it, it's currently giving me like 4 active growth points, so quite excited. And then my Burley Marks variegated, a new plant. It's bouncing back ever so slow. And then this is my golden pothos, which I am trailing up, and it's up there at the ceiling. And I have a feeling that this plant is now root bound because it's going so slow now. It's slowed down a little bit, unlike when I first repotted it. It was like shooting up like crazy, but now it's slowing down a bit, so it will be difficult because yeah, it's like being pinned against the wall, being trained up. Yeah, so let me show you guys. It's a bit dark. And then up here I have a few more. A golden pothos in water. I have some Scindapsus exotica propagating in water. I almost gave up on this plant. It used to be on a dark corner, and it started like losing the hearts, but I moved it here. It seems to be coming back, and it's really long now, and currently it's in leca, so I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna move it because I don't have any more space which can occupy all of this long growth, so it's gonna stay there. And yeah, I have restarted my orchid cactus as well. So I think that's everything on this corner, guys. That these are the plant that consist my green wall or my living wall. So definitely I will make an update because this is a new setup to me. I think it's like this is a 3-month period after I've done this setup. And I just wanted to, so that this is how it looks like from up here. So that's new as well, but that's for next time because this video is really long now. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video and this setup. I am loving it. I feel like I'm more motivated to look after my plants now, whereas before I came to the point where, you know, I don't want to deal with plants anymore. I was losing motivation to look after them. But now that I like this display, I like this setup, so my motivation is coming back. And to be honest, I cannot like have a home or live in a home without a plant or plants. So take care, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.